plan is for today. In this episode, I have attempted something a little different. I have attempted a social experiment. This social experiment is using Facebook to my advantage here. I would use my phone. I would have used my webcam, but my phone looks so much better than the webcam. I have to do it talking to you guys on my phone and then using the computer. So basically what I did is I sent a number of friend requests, which will be up here top left of my head is the amount that I've sent. Here in the bottom left and right. The left is the dinger, the right is the buzzer. The dinger means that they accepted the friend request at least. And on the right is the buzzer of how many people.
570-856-9.
That's not important, I don't think. Anyway, we're gonna go through each one. This video will take a lot of editing, so believe me. But we're gonna go through each and every one of them. The ones that I've sent. And some of them I have taken care of already, so if I come across that one, we'll talk about it. That gets more than 11 does. 26, 29. And then there's that with 25. What the fuck? Does that make sense? Okay, anyway. So, first one on the list. Get that amount of friend requests up here. That is the number of how many I sent. So, we're gonna see how I did with that. This is just a social experiment to see who can actually move on and actually be nice, and who cannot move on in their lifetime because they just can't stand me. That is the social experiment. I wanted to see who would accept just for the hell of it, maybe, or that tells me that they have moved on and they don't want to, do anything. They don't want to. They just want to move on, and that's the dinger. The buzzer. The buzzer means they can't move on in life, and they should just fuck off. If they're on the buzzer, they are immediately blocked, and then we'll immediately go into the video. 'Cause that's what I want. That's what I want. Alright, so here we go. First video, or first person. Let me see something for a minute. See if that actually changed. Because this computer thing doesn't work for me. Never mind. I thought something. I thought we had a first downer, but we didn't. I thought I had the first buzzer, that the first person was going down there, but no. Anyway, the next person is a dinger. That point down there. So that's a good note. We have a dinger. 2 dingers. So 2 more down there. That one. Yeah, some dude called me back and it just like buzzed in my ear and hung up. What a jerk off. Just buzzing in my ear. Go ahead, buzz me. It doesn't mean a thing to me. Buzz in my ear. Tell me how much you need to buzz me. Alright, so one is still in the open, so that's 2 for that. Believe me, there's a lot of editing going into this. Honestly, I was gonna, to be fair, another one up in the open. To be fair, I was gonna get a couple of friends involved, but that's only if my freaking webcam was so much better than this. Derek Cock. God. I doubt it. Yeah, this would tell me. This tells me nothing. This computer tells me nothing. Like, let me see something for a minute. It shows me here. All right, so it would tell me, but it would tell me exactly what I'm looking for, and a lot of them are not what I need them to be, but wrong way. Oh yeah, I believe I made this decision already. If I'm not wrong. God, this entire list of blocks. Alright, so it wasn't here, so we finally get it down. Pablo Barros. I don't know what the fuck I did to him. I really don't. But if he's not a fan of me, I'm not a fan of him. So I would have thought. Oh, after that we get it up. Anyway, back to the down. Pablo Barros, he is one of those 2015 kids. I don't know. To me, I don't know what I think, but he is one of those 2015 kids, so I'm just like, well, he is one of those kids, and he'll forever be a kid because that's all they are. So, I guess that's that for that. But we get one up, we get another up, and then there's this one. I hate that. October 15th. Alright, never mind. This one stays. Unfortunately. There's an up. There's an up. Kyron Horner. Alright. I know he's already blocked because he was the first one. I already know he's blocked down. Kyron Horner, he was like one of those motherfucking bullies, man. He hit me in... I remember he hit me in the head with a binder because apparently I was snoring in class. But he was just a major fucking asshole. And underneath my photo, it's covering up the words, cover up his name with fuck him on it, so he's a douchebag. He's another one of those 2015 kids. He's a douchebag. He's never been a fan of me. I'd never been a fan of him because he was just an asshole towards me. And I don't know what he really has against me. Kyron is one of those kids that I would say move the fuck on, get the fuck over the rainbow, and get the fuck over it. But none of them even know how to even get the fuck over that rainbow. They quit by the time they reach the color green. So, fuck him. He's a douchebag. Oh, another 2015 kid after that, Curtis Cuckus, or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know. Cuckus? Coach? I don't fucking know. I never knew Cuckus. I don't fucking know. Yeah, he's gotta fuck him on it too, cause I don't really know him that well. I don't know. I know I didn't do anything to him, but I know he was one of Connor Hoglin's friends, so maybe that was what that is, but get the fuck over yourself. Just like Connor Hoglin. He can't even get the fuck over the rainbow after that whole incident. He just told me, look, I can't talk to you, it blocked me. Well, maybe not block me, but like, just stop talking to me forever. Like, we were friends at one point, and then that whole situation happened, and then, yeah, I don't know. I just put fuck him. Because, like, there's a Snapchat in my way of one screenshot, and I had no idea what that was. That one was canceled, so that one up in the air. Another down. Cody Geist. I got nothing on him. But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he knows something about me, but I don't really think so. I don't want to say too much because I haven't really spoken to the guy, but, I knew him. He played as one of those. Remember back in the day when we had those I am a cat fake Facebook things? Yeah, he did one of those, and I drove him crazy. So other than that, I have nothing. Well, I was gonna cancel that one anyway, but it's a down. She declined me when I wanted to cancel it, so fuck her, it's a down. Kate McGowan. The name sounded familiar, but then I was just like, no, I don't think so, but she beat me to the punch, so down. There's another up. I think I already got that one, so that one's already under the ding. Down. Down. Sophia Ekroth. I've known her and her sister for a very long time. Her sister became this, like, I don't even know, like, she's a slut. She's a cunt. But, then again, there's also Sophia. I have no idea what she has against me, but whatever. Be a cunt like your sister. Justin Scott, yeah, that's up. Alright, down. George Schultz. Against him. I don't know what he has against me. It better not been because of Damien. I don't know if Damien ever spoke to him or anything and probably said a few bad things about me. I don't know. I never had anything against George Schultz. I never had anything wrong with that. But that's under down, and fuck him. So I don't think I want to know. Nick Bach, down. Okay, I have no idea what the fuck. There's another down. I never did anything wrong to you. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Alright, that's up in the air. It doesn't concern me. Megan Crumbling. Up. Traven Green. Listen, buddy. Listen, buddy, you can't get over the fucking rainbow for shit, dude. Because, like, back in high school, he was Joey Bubbles. You might have heard me talk about this in one episode, but Joey Bubble, he was a friend of his, and at one point I did want to fight him. Because he was a total dick. But, like, I had my hands full with everything else. I had my hands full with Joey, and I had just everybody. I was like in a match card with everybody, so he was just beyond one of my problems. And, like, he's a child. Draven Green is definitely a child. If I were to say anything, he's a fucking faggot, honestly. But he's a child. Just the way he refused and rejected me, he's just a child. He can't get over that rainbow. He can't get over him fuck himself. Just Mr. Military man. Mr. all in all tough guy. He even got his girlfriend to fucking just bring that to a down. He got his girlfriend down. He told his girlfriend to, like, refuse or reject me, so she did that. That's another down. So there's 2 downs. And, like, Traven Green, he can fuck himself. He's just a fucking child. Douchebag. I wasn't going to check up on that one, because I was going to refuse anyway. But if he refused me, he refused me. I didn't really care. Alright, I did reject that, so never mind. Oh yeah, that slut. Savannah Moore. Oh yeah, we all remember her. Down. So that's that. Fuck that slut. Alright, so that one was declined. Down, but I don't really care about it. Sabrina Strock, friend, up. We already downed that one. That was Trevin Green's child girlfriend. Down. Trent Hate, whatever his name is. Down, fuck him. Yeah, the fucking joke himself. The fucking fake of them all, the live showcase of the fakes, Stefano Tanjaro. Down. Excuse me. I didn't say fuck him, it's under fucking fake. Fuck him, dude. I hate him. I don't envy him. I'm not jealous of him. I don't envy him. There's a score to settle, but I had to get a life. So, fuck you, fake ass pussy. There's an up, wrong hand. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So anyway, we gotta look at the scoreboard here, if I can see it. So, as far as the scoreboard goes, I wish I could count. Hang on. Okay, so I tallied up everything. So up here, I've sent 30 friend requests. Dinger had 11, so 11 people actually can move on and actually 11 people can actually move on and actually not hold anything against me. But that's half the point, but still in my mind that's how I feel. I feel a little bit better, but then the buzzer came in. The buzzer came in, and the buzzer beat the dinger, because it's 15 people. 15 people that can't, that's half of that. That is literally half of that. 15 people cannot move the fuck on. "15 people cannot move the fuck on and fucking get a hold of them fucking selves." Now, I would like to talk about this, and I don't give a fuck if they don't want to talk about it, so they can move. If they're watching, fucking move on. Go do whatever you want to do. I want to talk about this because like, I don't care about the people on the dinger. I don't care. They are my friend. They are friends with me. That's totally fine by me. I want to talk about the buzzer, considering that 15 people just can't fucking move on and stop being children. Especially when they're class of 2015 kids. They're all children to the day they die, because literally I don't see them moving on in life. I don't see them moving on in general. If they actually were to move on, they would actually forget everything about it. Sure, they forgot all about it, but like, sure, they forgot all about it, but at the same time, why hold it against me? Why do you have to still hate me after all this time? Like, that makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. Like, the tally shows me 15 people can't fucking move on because of the fact that they're fucking children. They're douchebags. But I'm happy with the friends that I have. I don't care if they accepted my friend request. They can move on if they want to. They can, like, keep me as a friend. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They accepted that. It's their decision at this point, because now that the social experiment is kind of like over. So whatever's up in the air, which was like 4 people, maybe a little bit more, but like 4 people up in the air, they could do whatever the fuck they want with it, and I'll know. So Stefano out of most people, that doesn't surprise me. Kyron Arner, that doesn't surprise me, because like, both of those kids, fuck it. Kyron was more of a bully than Stefano was. Kyron had no filter. He didn't respect me for any reason. Like, he was just a douchebag. And like, nothing really surprises me, especially with that class, because they done it to themselves, okay? Like, they have definitely done it to themselves. It wasn't all my fault in the first place. I can blame them to the day I die, because half of it wasn't even half my fault in the first place. It wasn't 3/4 of my fault. They brought it to themselves. Okay? Like, get the fuck over yourself. Like it's my problem. Like, I'm supposed to be the one to get over everything. Well, now in this vlog I am. And it took me this long? Well, that's because you people fucked me up badly. It's not all because of me. It's not all because of the decisions I've made. It's not all because of antagonizing them. It wasn't all because of that. It's because they were agonizing me. Like, they don't understand that. They don't understand that they have picked on me. They have antagonized me. I mean, for fuck's sake, Ben Weber with the fucking crosses, that wasn't my fault. That he did on his own, and he can hate me all he wants. That was his fault. Okay, like, I don't give 2 shits about him. I don't care if he dies by 20, dies by 30. I don't give a fuck. Like, he was the beginning of the end for that. He definitely chose a path where I had to take all the responsibility for it. Um, I don't exactly know what the cops, those troopers, actually said to Connor or Ben or any of them. I don't know what they've said in that whole situation or what they have said to them. But I'm still actually kind of pissed off that I actually had to be the one to take all the responsibility for it and then stay quiet. I had to the funniest thing about that whole situation is everybody in the school thought that I was getting expelled right away. And I was never coming back. The next day I come back and I would assumed that hundreds of kids groaned and moaned because I came back the next day or whatever it was, a couple days. They assumed I was I assumed everybody said I was expelled, that I was never coming back. So they probably, many of them had smiles on their faces, I would assumed, but yeah, I would assume that they had fucking smiles on their faces and they were gonna expel me and I was never coming back. But yeah, their class 2015. That's what I call them because they're all a bunch of kids, and they've got me in so much shit. If they didn't pick or just try to poke my buttons all the time, if they didn't do that in the beginning, maybe possibly I wouldn't be the person I am today. Going on YouTube now and just expressing half of my feelings. Because I never got that chance because I had a wall. I had this wall that they put me into that I couldn't talk to. I had to talk to this wall for years. And I think the fuel to the fire was when I had to deal with Clayton. And when I had to deal with Clayton, that shit sucked. I can't explain half of it because it's really fucked up and really towards. He was only worrying about him. I wasn't supposed to give a fuck about my family. I wasn't supposed to give a fuck about my friends, my actual friends. I wasn't supposed to give a fuck about anything. I was supposed to give a fuck about a drug deal going down in Reading or Lancaster. Whichever the two. I was supposed to give a fuck about that one. I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't supposed to give a fuck about my family, so I had to see him take me in my car all the way there. But that's a totally different story for a different episode. But he was 2015 too, so go figure. But yeah, they're all kids. They're children. I don't care what they fucking say. Like, there's many of people in that class that I can actually consider a friend, like Keena Gibson. Keena Gibson was a doll. She was a friend of mine. Randy Dorsheimer, she was a friend. There's Carl, obviously. I don't mean to say it like that, but, it's Carl, my friend. There was Coda Graham. Yeah, Coda was in that class. She's still a friend for a while. I still have her on Facebook. I'm actually proud of what she's doing. I think that was pretty much it, but I'm not sure. But there was a lot of people that actually had a state of mind and actually had no filter towards anything. Like Matt Wolf, he had eyes. Matt Wolf, I did send him a friend request one day back in high school, whatever, because I was trying to get over everything. And I don't know what he had the balls to tell me in that classroom that he rejected my Facebook, he didn't want to be my friend, and he started yelling at me for it. I was like, fuck you, asshole. Matt Wolf has like, there's still some heat, fuel to the fire there, and that'll never get over. They'll never get over the bridge. So he's one of the biggest children. Yeah, if he can't accept me for who I am today, if he cannot choose, he doesn't have to be my friend. I like to keep tabs on everybody, that's just the thing. And if you're yelling in my face saying how much you don't want to be a friend, because that's what Class of 2015 does. They do yell in your face, telling you to stop things. They tell you to stop doing things, and then they just think that they're doing something about it. They don't push and shove. They just yell at you. They'd yell at you until you actually did something about it, and it did nothing. That's the person I am today, because they would yell at me and say, oh, well, we've talked about this already. You should have already stopped. And I was like, really? You just yelled in my face and assumed that you stopped having me stop doing what I'm doing. Like half of my freedom was taken away when half of that shit was going on. Half of my freedom was taken away for a long time. Because I wasn't allowed to do this, I wasn't allowed to go on YouTube and do this shit. I definitely wasn't allowed Facebook. I was definitely not allowed a phone for a long time, because just this shit was just this shit put me under the ground for a good while. And the thing about it is that no matter what, they're just a bunch of children in college, and they'll never grow up to be a child. They'll never grow up to be a man. Or a woman. Most of them can't even get over the fucking bridge and get the fuck over it with me. And I don't expect them to. Just get the fuck over it. Don't look at me as a bad person. Stop looking at me as a bad person. If I had to yell in their face, this is what I'd say to them. Stop looking at me like this horrible person inside, and just look on the outside and assume that there's a good person there. Now, knowing Palmerton, they don't believe in that. They just believe on what's on the outside and assume bad person, druggie, pedophile, things like that, they just assume things by the snap of their fingers and think, yep, there's something wrong with him. That was me. I had to be judged, I had to be bullied, I had to be antagonized by these things, and it's not like half these things were my fault. It's not like half these things were planned to be my fault. It's the way that it went. It's the way that everything went. And if I had a chance to take it all back, if I had a chance to go back in time and actually, try to do something about it, for fuck's sake, I would. I would have beat the shit out of every single one of them, because the way that they treated me like children, and then after that, they acted like 2-year-olds, and now they're acting like they're infants because they can't get over the bridge and get the fuck over it. They just assume that I'm just a horrible person. I'm a bad man. And it's not just their class. There's also the people that graduated before me, like Tony Gardo. He was a douchebag and a half. Trevin Green, child, Trevin Green, Joey Bubble, which I would love to take those memories back. I would love to, just to see if I could do anything differently. I don't give a fuck if I broke my nose or something, or broke my jaw. I would at least see what the fuck I could have done in the future. Like, if I were to go back in time and bring back the history between me and Joey Bubble, like, I would have gone back to a different level. And there's many more of them, believe me. And we got a vlog series. Fuck, if someone ever starts shit with me, you can guarantee it's going on here. Like, I'm not afraid of anybody in this town anymore because of the way that I've been treated for a long time. And the reason of this is because I go to my drug assessment classes for my DUI, whatever. And there was one line that someone said, she was from Strasbourg, and she says, everyone has a way to cope with their feelings. And that line there actually inspired me to actually do a vlog, because she's actually right. Like, everyone has their way of coping with their own feelings and emotions, and I always have a difficult time coping with everything and just contemplating everything. In the past I've thought suicide lots of times. I don't mean to say that as the bad person that everybody thinks I am, but yeah, I've thought of suicide a few times. I've thought of hurting myself a few times. I've had those feelings too, but not so bad, because I was driving for a while, and that brought my spirits up. But then I knew the minute I got those keys in my hand, it was like depression, because I knew exactly what was gonna happen. No one was gonna hire me. No one was gonna do this. And even when I get back into driving, I could probably get my job back at Subway. Probably, because I just quit because I had no transportation. And I would love, I would love to, get my job back there. It's just, without anybody, without the friends that I had in that job, without them, considering they quit the day beforehand. They quit beforehand because they were done with it. So, believe me, if something were to come up, if they still had their job there, then I probably would consider going back, but I don't know if I'll ever go back. But, anyway, that's I guess they're going. Anyway, that is episode 13. This is episode 13. The social experiment, so we know who's a kid and who's not. So I hardly doubt I'm getting in trouble for this video, because Pomeranian can't do shit about it. So here's to that. And this is also to the people. This is also to the people that have to be kids. These right here are for the people that can't be that have to be kids, infants, and 2-year-olds. That they just can't get over the bridge and get the fuck over themselves ever since fucking high school. So here's to that. And I'm sure that I've missed plenty of friend requests, so if I find more, you know that's gonna go on the vlog. You know what's gonna happen. You know what's you know what's gonna happen if I find any more. And, alright, I gotta get going. Anyway, it's been a blast. It's been a blast. You've seen the score with 30 friend requests as a social experiment. And we know who's a child, we know who's a friend, we know who's a friend, we know who's a foe. It's been a blast. Anyway, I gotta get going. Have a nice day. Make sure that day is blessed. And do not ever forget to smash the like button as hard as you can. Smash that like button like it banged your mother. And if you would like, it's always an option. There's always the comment bar. You can always leave a comment behind. But do not ever forget to use that subscribe button. Do not ever forget to press that subscribe button, because I'm always here. And I'm always here. I'm always making videos. I'm always making something. It's either the vlog or the lyric videos for right now. Anyway, have a good day. Have a good night. Make sure that day is blessed. I am getting out of here. M. Devil, Dysfunct out.